And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Black 22. Check. Watch 54. Ready?
Off the play fake. Winston. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rush in. Tighten up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on second down. Winston down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
It's caught. Smith. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, black 22. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. throw here. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Minnesota.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't think you got it, son. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, all day.
2nd and 9 now. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
First down, Vikings.
Go. Mike, far forward.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Switch out.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Right. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Blue there. Let's go.
2nd and 1.
Rip left.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll set up the throw. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Blue wave. We own them. We own them. Let's go.
Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. He's got Smith here. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike, 45. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Switch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete. Smith has it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. Want full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
36, 36. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. Undercut, undercut. Trump. 45 is the mic. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready? 3, 17, 525. 5-0.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Winston. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike, Mike, watch the screen. Pass.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Winston to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next.